Today, I'm going to show you how you're supposed to build a fully working netherwart farm after the TP pattern removal in the garden. This design is the most efficient one space-wise and also the most simple one to use. And you can choose to build it in multiple plots or one plot. The choice is yours. We have no time to waste. Let's get started with the build. So, first things first, we're going to find the edge of the plot. I've already done this. You just have to look around for the corner. If I go in another plot right here, as you can see on the scoreboard, the plot name changes. So this is how you're supposed to find the corner. And now we're going to go 2 blocks off from the corner. So this doesn't count. This corner block doesn't count, but then this counts. So this is 1 and then 2. So 0, 1, 2. And then we want to use our ruler right here full of soul sand to place a full row right to the edge of the plot. And then we need to do 5 rows in total. So we need to do 4 more now. So that's 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this is 5 rows of soul sand in total. And then we have 1 block right here. This is the walk-in space. And now that the soul sand is placed all the way to the end, we're gonna go back over here at the starter. Now you're supposed to place some temporary blocks on the left side of the soul sand row that you just built. So for this, I'm just gonna use my ruler with an infinity dirt wand to place a dirt row right on top of the left side of the soul sand row. So I'm gonna right click right here, and as you can see, it placed some dirt. And this temporary dirt is needed because we're gonna squeeze in as many layers as we can into the build high limit, and trapdoors are the best way to do this. So to place the trapdoors, we're just gonna aim up here at the dirt blocks, and you're just supposed to hold the right click as you walk to the edge of the plot, and boom, we reach the end. Now we can just take our ruler again, shift so we can destroy blocks, and we just right click on top of the dirt. And now we just go back again to the start of the farm. This is in the start corner right here, remember? We're gonna place some temporary blocks again at the edge right here. Now remove the infinity dirt wand if you used it, and place some soul sand in the ruler. I already have some. And now I'm just gonna right click on top of the temporary dirt blocks that we added right here to add another layer of soul sand right on top. And we can just get rid of the dirt right now. And as you can see, we just stacked 2 layers on top of each other of netherwart. To plant the whole netherwart row really quick, I suggest you use a netherwart pouch. This is really useful for planting netherwart. You just gotta get one, and it will go all the way to the end, planting it, and we don't have to bother doing it by hand. So I'm just gonna plant this really quick. Let me go to the end because this is the easiest spot to plant it from. We're gonna right click on top of the soul sand. It will plant automatically, and then we do this for the top layer as well. We're gonna continue building now. We're gonna remove the netherwart right here on this row so we can place the temporary blocks and place the trapdoors as well. Now I'm gonna get my ruler. I'm gonna put the dirt wand in it, right click on top of the soul sand, and we got the temporary blocks. Now we place the trapdoors using this. We can just fly around. You can also go like this, but this also works. It's pretty easy to do. You just gotta angle yourself like this. Okay, I just finished placing the second row of trapdoors right here. I'm gonna remove the dirt, plant the netherwart back onto the soul sand. We also gotta break this netherwart right here, so I just broke it. I'm gonna place some temporary blocks, and then I'm gonna use my ruler with soul sand in it. Get rid of the temporary blocks right here. Also, let me just go on this side to reach this one, and then we're gonna use the netherwart pouch to plant it back. Do the same thing, plant it. We can still do 2 more layers on top of these 3 that we just built, so I'm just gonna do it right now. I'm gonna speed this up for you because you probably already understand how you're supposed to build it, so I'm just gonna speed it up. Okay, so I just finished building the 5 layers right here. This is perfectly on the build limit, and the crops right here will still grow. If I try to place blocks, it doesn't work. It just says in chat that you cannot build here anymore because the build limit has been reached. And now you have the actual farm structure ready to go. You have 2 choices on however you want to build the farm. You can either do multiple plots, pasting the same design in a row, which will be more efficient for you to do because you're just going to keep walking like this instead of having to go in front. Because if you want to build it in one plot, you're going to have to do an S shape, and an S shape requires you to walk in front. So if you just want to build it in a row, you're going to go do /desk, configure plots, find the plot that has the wart farm, and now we're going to save the preset. I'm going to type wart vertical right here, click on it, save. I'm gonna give it the Netherwart icon, and now we can paste the Netherwart preset on the other plot right here. And as you can see, it's pasting on the other plot right here. So now we just have one full row of the farm on 2 plots. You're supposed to do this on 2 plots only. I think 2 plots is infinite, but I recommend that you do it on free just to be sure. But 2 plots should also work at garden level 10, which is the minimum to unlock Netherwart. For the row design, this is how you're supposed to do it. You start from this side. So I'm just gonna get a sign right here, and I'm gonna place it on here. Start here /set spawn. This is where you're supposed to do /set spawn on the chat. This is a command. It will set your spawn right here when you go to the garden or fall on the void or any other method to go to your spawn. Just set your spawn right here at the start. Now you're just gonna go around, farm this. I'm not gonna break the Netherwart because I don't want to actually farm. And once you reach the end right here, I'm gonna put some blocks so you don't fall over right there. And then you want to break that trapdoor, then block right there so you don't fall again. Then when you actually reach the end of the first layer, you're gonna fall down onto the second one, and then you can go around the other direction. And this loops again once you reach this end of the farm. On the second layer, we're gonna put a block here so you don't walk off. We're gonna break this trapdoor right here, put another block so you don't walk in the wrong direction, and then you switch sides again. Go to that end, break the trapdoor, place the block on the bottom right here. Same thing happens. Get to the end, block, break the trapdoor. A block isn't needed on this side, but I'm gonna place one anyways. And then you reach the end of the farm, which is right here on the bottom layer. Right here, I'm gonna place a sign for everybody if you want to visit my garden, so you can see this farm. You just, I'm gonna place the sign right here. And on this exact block at the end of the farm, you want to type /warp garden in chat or make a keybind. So let's see if we reach the end of the farm, we get stopped right here. Of course, you're not going to see the sign because you're not going to place the sign in your actual farm, but I'm going to type /warp garden. And if you did set your spawn correctly up here, you're going to get teleported back to the start of the farm and you can continue farming as normal. This is the only way you can actually teleport. The other way, which people have discussed, is just falling into the void. When you fall into the void, you're gonna get teleported to your set spawn. So this is another method people used to semi-AFK, but I suppose it's gonna get patched really soon, so we're not gonna get into that. Now I'm gonna showcase the second design, which is the double S shape. Basically, you're supposed to connect 2 of these farms right here, 2 of the massive ones, into 2 rows. So as you can see, I just made a miniature version, which is pretty easy to do, because I'm not actually going to build the main one. The main one is just, it's hard, it takes time. If you want to build this, design and you need help, just contact me on Discord. I'll help you out. But I'm going to show you the basic idea of it. You're supposed to set your spawn right here onto the second row start on the top. And you just set your spawn right here. After this, you're supposed to go like this until you reach the end of the row. You should also place some blocks at the edge like this. So just make a corner edge on your farm so you don't fall off. And you should do this for all of the layers right here. So I'm just going to do this on my demo right here. Let me just add corners. Yeah, there you go. We added the corners. So you start from this place, you set your spawn, you go like this, boom. So you start right here where you set your spawn, then you go left, back, right, you farm this, then you drop down onto the second layer, then you go left again, then you hit the corner, you go front, right, you farm, you drop down again onto the last layer, you farm again, you go back, farm this. Then you reach the end where you're supposed to do /warp garden, and after you do that, /warp garden, you arrive at the start, and this loops around. And this is how you're supposed to actually build the S shape. This works on 1 plot and is infinite if you build 2 farms. You can connect an infinite amount of farms this way, but it's gonna be way more harder for you to do this because you're gonna need to place the trapdoors in a different way, and this is pretty annoying to do. I suggest you I suggest you stick with the first design because this is the easiest and the most efficient one and the easiest to farm. It's the best, really. But this is also an option if you want to start out by just farming S-shapes, I guess. It's your choice on whatever design you want to do, but I strongly recommend you stick with the first one. For the speeds for this Netherwart farm, please check the pinned comment down below. The speeds can change at any time just because Hypixel decides to change some random code. So just check the pinned comment, you will see the latest working updated speed in there and just use that. If you can't break all the Netherwart while farming, you only have two options to fix this. You either use the patcher mod on 1.8.9 or you start farming on Minecraft 1.12.2 or higher. I strongly suggest you just get the patcher mod. It's really easy to download if you already have mods installed and it will save you a ton of time. Once you install it, type /patcher in the chat. This will open the patcher menu. After this, you want it to search 1.12 in the search bar and 1.12 farm selection hitboxes. This is the setting that you want to enable. It will replace the selection hitboxes for crops with the 1.12 variant, which basically allows you to break all the crops while you farm. And this is not bannable, this is completely legit, you can use it safely, you will not get banned. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, you should definitely check out the farming keyboard on my website. This is a keyboard that will help you semi-AFK this farm very well. It's designed just for farming. Check it out at the link below, 20feetlives.net. Thank you for watching. I have another video right here. Click on it if you want. If not, that's fine. Have a great rest of your day.